2. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another session of World Read Aloud Day with Newcastle County Libraries. This session is with Miss B and with Miss Leah from Language University. We're going to be doing some stories that are bilingual, meaning they are in English and in Spanish. Miss Leah, do you want to say hello?
Hola, hola, buenos dias. Hola, everyone. Hello, hello. Good morning. It's time for reading. I'm so excited.
Wonderful. I'm going to be sharing a screen with our first book. That is Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match. And this is a story that's in English and in Spanish. And Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match, story by Monica Brown, illustrated by Sarah Palacios, and we're reading it thanks to Children's Book Press. Did you notice, Miss Leah, these have the words Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match, and then underneath it says something else? I'm going to read the top one. Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match. And Miss Leah, you go ahead and read the next one.
Marisol McDonald no combina.
It means the same thing, doesn't it?
It sure does.
All right. So Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match by Monica Brown, illustrated by Sarah Palacios, Spanish translation by Andrea Lugos. My name is Marisol McDonald, and I don't match. At least that's what everyone tells me.
Me llamo Marisol McDonald y no combino. Al menos eso es lo que me dicen todos.
I play soccer with my cousin Tato, and he says, Marisol, your skin is brown like mine, but your hair is the color of carrots. You don't match. Actually, my hair is the color of fire, I say, and I kick the ball over Tato's head and into the goal.
Cuando juego al fútbol con mi primo Tato, él me dice, Marisol, tu piel es morena como la mía, pero tu pelo es del color de las zanahorias. No combinas. En realidad, mi pelo es del color del fuego. Le contesto pateando la pelota que vuela sobre su cabeza, llegando al arco.
Right into the goal. Oh, Tato wasn't ready. My brother says, Marisol, those pants don't match that shirt. They clash. But I love green polka dots and purple stripes. I think they go great together. Don't you?
Mi hermano dice, Marisol, esos pantalones no cambian con esa blusa, chocan. Pero a mí me encantan los lunares verdes y las rayas moradas. Creo que van muy bien juntos. ¿No crees?
I think she looks beautiful, don't you, Miss Leah?
I love it. I love it, love it.
Don't always wear my tutu, but I would if I had one. I also love peanut butter and jelly burritos and speaking Spanish, English, and sometimes both. Can I have a puppy, a furry, sweet perrito? I asked my parents. Por favor? Quizás, Mommy says. Maybe, Dad says, smiling and winking.
También me encantan los perritos de mantequilla, de maní y jalea y hablar español y inglés a veces al mismo tiempo. ¿Puedo tener un perrito, un puppy dulce y peludito? Les pido a mis padres. Please. Quizás, dice mamá. Maybe, dice Dad, sonriendo y guiñado.
Perrito. I'm going to use that word, I think, for my puppy dog. Perrito.
Oh, so
I like
cute.
the way it rolls. Yep. Oops.
And that's nice too that she gets a puppy if she's asking for it, because that's not how it worked in my house. So I'm excited to see where the story goes.
Maybe you needed to ask in Spanish and in English.
I think that is key here.
My teacher, Mrs. Apple, doesn't like the way I sign my name. Marisol McDonald, she says, this doesn't match. At school, we learn to print and use cursive, but not at the same time. But I like the way Marisol McDonald looks.
A mi maestra, la señorita Apple, no le gusta cómo firmó mi nombre. Marisol McDonald dice, esto no combina. En la escuela aprendemos a escribir en letra de imprenta y en cursiva, pero no a usarlas a la misma vez. Pero a mí me gusta cómo luce Marisol McDonald cuando lo escribo.
I
I like
do think
the
it,
art too.
yeah, it looks kind of fancy.
Mhm.
I am definitely guilty of that.
Mm-hmm.
At recess, Ollie and Emma want to play pirates, and Noah wants to play soccer. How about soccer playing pirates? I suggest. No way, they say, so I run off on the swings by myself.
En el recreo, Ali y Emma quieren jugar a los piratas, pero Noah quiere jugar al fútbol. ¿Por qué no jugamos a los...
That's
Uh-oh,
okay.
I'm going to keep on reading.
Keep reading.
No jugamos a los piratas futbolistas, les sugirieron. ¿Por qué no? Contestan. Y me voy corriendo a los columpios a jugar sola. So we end up going on the swings by ourselves because we can't do football pirates. Why not?
I don't know. I think football pirate sounds like a great idea. All right. Let me, as we said, we are very flexible. We do what we can here. Hold on a second. I'm going to go back to sharing.
Okay. And just in case if you need it, I have the book right here in case we want to share the story.
Thank you, Miss Leah. Gracias.
I'm here for you. And just while we have this time, you should know that Miss Leah had tons of hard time practicing the word jelly in Spanish, jalea. I got it down now, but I was pronouncing it all types of different ways as I was practicing. So if you hear Miss Leah say something funky when it comes to saying jelly in Spanish, jalea, just laugh at her and keep going along with it.
Jalea. I wonder if it's a different word for different kinds of jelly, like grape jelly or...
Yeah. And that's definitely not the word I had learned personally, but that is A-okay. I love learning new words.
Yeah, me too. After recess, we have art, my favorite subject. I think my drawings surprised my friends.
Después del recreo tenemos la clase de arte, mi favorita. Creo que mis dibujos sorprenden a mis amigos.
At lunch, Ollie walks over to me and scrunches his nose. A peanut butter and jelly burrito? He asks. I know, I say it doesn't match, but it sure tastes good. Marisol, you couldn't match if you wanted to, Ollie says. Oh yeah? I bet I can.
A la hora del almuerzo, Alice se me acerca arrugando la nariz. ¿Un burrito de mantequilla, de maní y jalea? Pregunta. Ya sé, le contesto, no combina, pero es delicioso. Marisol, tú no podrías combinar aunque trataras, dice Ali. Sí, te apuesto a que sí puedo.
I don't know if she wants to match.
I don't know either. It sounded kind of half-hearted.
The next day, I wake up and decide that today I, Marisol McDonald, will match. It's a little hard to find clothes that are all the same color.
Cuando me despierto, al día siguiente, decido que hoy Marisol McDonald va a combinar. No es fácil encontrar ropa del mismo color.
Looks like she got all orange. I play pirates with Ollie at recess, but it's not very fun. Why can't pirates play soccer anyway? I have a regular peanut butter and jelly sandwich at lunch, and the bread tastes mushy.
Juego a los piratas con Ali en el recreo, pero no me divierto mucho. ¿Por qué no pueden jugar al fútbol los piratas? Como un sándwich de mantequilla de maní y jalea a la hora del almuerzo, pero el pan sabe blando.
Even art class is a little bit boring. Marisol, Miss Apple asks, what's wrong? This doesn't look like your usual work. I'm trying to match, I say with a frown. Why? Asks Miss Apple, and I can't think of a single good reason.
Hasta la clase de arte me aburre un poco. Marisol, ¿qué sucede? ¿Este no se parece a tus trabajos usuales? Dice la señorita Apple. Estoy tratando de combinar. Le contesto frunciendo el ceño. ¿Por qué? Pregunta la señorita Apple. No se me ocurre una buena razón.
And you might even notice that Mrs. Apple doesn't really match. I kind of like it.
Me too.
At the end of the day, Miss Apple hands me a note. I open it, and it says, Marisol, I want you to know that I like you just the way you are, because the Marisol McDonald that I know is a creative, unique, bilingual, Peruvian, Scottish, American soccer playing artist and simply marvelous. Signed, Miss Tamiko Apple. I skip all the way home.
Al final del día, la señorita Apple me da una nota. La abro y la leo. Marisol, quiero que sepas que te aprecio tal y como eres, porque la Marisol McDonald que conozco es una artista y jugadora de fútbol peruana, escocesa, estadounidense, bilingüe, creativa, única y simplemente maravillosa. Señorita Tamiko Apple, brinco todo el camino a casa.
I love it. Peruvian, Scottish, American soccer playing artist. That's what I would like to be.
It's just like the author. I was actually just reading about her, and she is the same.
How cool is that? When I wake up on Saturday, I put on my pink shirt, my polka dot skirt, my favorite hat, the one my abuelita brought me from Peru. At breakfast, I say, my name is Marisol McDonald, and I don't match because I don't want to. Bravo, says Mommy. Good for you, says Dad. Now, let's go to the pound and get a puppy.
Whew, that sounds amazing.
I know.
Cuando me despierto el sábado, me pongo mi camisa rosada con mi falda de lunares y mi sombrero favorito, el que mi abuelita me trajo de Perú. Durante el desayuno, digo, me llamo Marisol McDonald y no combino porque no quiero hacerlo. Bravo, dice Mami. Me alegro por ti, dice Dad. Ahora vamos a la perrera a buscar tu perrito.
Oh, and I love that they're going to go to the shelter because that's the best place to get a dog.
Agreed.
When we get to the pound, there are big dogs and little dogs. There are dogs with long noses and dogs with smooshed faces. There are chocolate-colored puppies and smoky gray puppies and puppies the color of caramel. How will I ever choose?
Cuando llegamos a la perrera, vemos perros grandes y perros pequeños. Hay perros con hocicos largos y perros con caras chatas. Hay perritos del color del chocolate, perritos color gris, humo y perritos color caramelo. ¿Cómo escogeré el mío?
Oh, that would be so tough. Then I see him. He has one floppy ear and one pointy ear, one blue eye and one brown eye. He is beautiful. I walk over and he leaps into my lap. I cuddle him and it sounds like he purrs. I think we found just the right dog for you, Marisol, Mommy says. My puppy is perfect. He's mismatched and simply marvelous, just like me. I think I'll name him Kitty.
¡Woohoo! Hasta que lo veo, tiene una oreja caída y una puntiaguda, un ojo azul y uno café. Es hermoso. Camino hacia él y salta en mi falda. Lo abrazo y parece que ronera. Creo que hemos encontrado el perro perfecto para ti, Marisol, dice Mami. Mi perrito es perfecto. Él no combina y es simplemente maravilloso, igual que yo. Creo que lo llamaré menino.
Menino.
Mhm.
Is that Spanish for kitty?
Well, well, not real. I mean, yes, in some places, but you can also say gatito. For
Oh,
gato,
gatito, like a small cat.
exactly. Yep, but she chose mini. Little
I
mini
think
kitty.
that's pretty funny to name your dog Kitty, but it certainly does fit with her, doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh, we keep going. And here is the author, Monica Brown, and the illustrator, Sarah Palacios. And Miss Leah, what did you say about the author?
The author is out. She grew up in the United States, but her mom is from Peru and her dad is from Western Europe. And yes, so she grew up feeling like she was a little bit of everything too.
Well, I love that she made such a positive story about it. I
It's
think
very
that is
important to be ourselves, to be true to ourselves.
absolutely. I think that's fantastic. All right. So thanks for putting up with my technical difficulties. You know, no matter how many times you practice, that's just what happens.
Yep.
So I am going to, the next book we're sharing is by Eric Carle. And I'm going to let Miss Leah share the pictures because my background is a little funky.
Okay.
From Head to Toe by Eric Carle, who wrote the words and made the pictures. And we are reading this thanks to HarperCollins Publishers.
And we're going to have a little bit of fun with this too. So Miss B is going to be reading it in English, and then Miss Leah is going to be following up with some Spanish. So I'm going to ask everybody, when Miss B asks, can we do that? You know, she'll say, can we move our neck? Can we clap our hands? We're going to think to ourselves, we'll ask ourselves, ¿puedes hacerlo tú también? Can we do it? And then we're going to say all together, claro que sí. And then we'll do the movement that goes with it. So this is something that you can stand up with. You can stretch it on out because we are going to be moving and grooving with this story.
Now, let me practice that. Okay, so if I ask you a question or if you ask me a question that says, can we do it? We're going to answer,
claro que sí.
Que sí. Claro que sí. Yes, yes, we can. Of course we can.
Yes, I can.
All right. All right. I'm going to get started in English. Eric Carle from Head to Toe. And read thanks to HarperCollins Publisher. I am a penguin, and I can turn my head. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Can we do that? Claro que
Claro
sí.
que sí. Turn your
claro
head.
Que sí. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Muy bien. Let's see what happens next.
I am a giraffe, and I can bend my neck. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Can we bend our neck?
Claro que sí.
Claro que sí. Claro que sí.
It feels so good.
I need to do this more often.
I love it. I am a buffalo. I raise my shoulders. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Sí.
Claro que sí.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels really good.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I like it. Oh, what's next? I am a monkey, and I wave my arms. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Can you wave your arms?
Claro que sí.
Let's see it. Claro que sí. Move those arms. Woo!
I am a seal, and I clap my hands. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Claro que sí.
Sí. Look at this next one. I am a gorilla, and I thump my chest. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Claro que sí.
Claro que sí. Oh, claro que sí. Oh, I am a cat and I arch my back. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Claro que sí.
sí. Oh, kitty cat stretches. Oh, feels so good. I am a crocodile and I wriggle my hips. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Can you do it? Claro que sí.
Claro que sí. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I am a camel and I bend my knees. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Claro que sí.
Claro que sí. Claro que sí. Oh, bending.
You can't tell, but I am bending.
Oh, I like this one. I am a donkey and I kick my legs. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también?
Claro que sí. Oh, one of my favorites. I am an elephant and I stomp my foot. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también?
Claro que sí. Stomp, 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 stomp. This was a good one for the last one. I and I wiggle my toe. Can you do it?
¿Puedes hacerlo tú también? Claro que sí.
Claro que sí.
Oh, yeah.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. The end. Can we read the book? Yes, we can. Claro que sí. I love that phrase, Miss Leah. So if somebody's grown up says to them, can you pick up all your toys? You know what we could say? Claro que sí.
Even if you don't want to.
Even if you don't want to. Can I take a pause here for something that I noticed was really cool? Can you pick up your book again, Miss Leah, and show us your crocodile?
Yeah, of course.
I noticed something really cool. Ah, your crocodile's invisible.
That is what I wonder how many times that happened.
I don't know, but I think it's awesome. So Miss Leah, you have one more book to share with us, don't you?
I do. Yes. This story is about a pinguino, a penguin, and a special gift. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but there is one special gift that pinguinos love to give and love to get, and that is little piedras, little pebbles that shine in the light from the sun, and they're smooth, they're suave, they're smooth when you touch them. So we're going to read a story now about a chico pinguino. That is a little boy pinguino, and the chica pinguino, the little girl pinguino. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to hear about the Amigos Pingüinos. The Amigos Pingüinos. Okay. Let's make sure that, yep, everybody can see this. All right, here we go. Amigos Pingüinos, how two little penguins became amigos using Spanish, of course. And this story is by Language University, which is my program where we do Spanish through fun at all times. So Spanish songs, Spanish stories, games, anything you can think of, but with Spanish or a different language. Okay, here we go. All right, get out your hot cocoa and take a big sip. Okay, here we go with the story. Once upon a time, there was a chico pinguino, a boy penguin, who lived in a colony of pinguinos. There were hundreds of them, and they all lived together in the cold. One day, the chico pinguino noticed that there was a pinguino he had never seen before. A chica pinguino, a girl penguin. Do you see her lasso, her bow? That's how we can tell that she's a chica. She must have been new to the colony, and he noticed that she was standing by herself. The chico pinguino thought about what it must be like for her to feel all alone in a colony of so many pinguinos. This made him a little sad. So he decided that he would bring her a present to let her know that she would be her amigo, her friend. But what should he bring her? Amigos, what does a penguino like to get as a gift or give as a gift? Let's see. He thought for a moment, and then he knew exactly what to get her. A piedra, a pebble, a penguino's favorite and most treasured gift. So the little Chico Pinguino decided to venture outside of the colony and into the cold. He used his belly to slide down the mountain of hielo, ice, and then he wibble-wobbled all the way to where the land meets the sea. Amigos, that's a big jump. Do you think the pinguino should go? Maybe he should turn back. I don't know, I'm getting scared. But, woohoo, Calabunga! The little pinguino was so happy. He was scared to leave, but instead of turning back, he jumped in. What an adventure for him. The little Chico Pinguino swam past the terrifying seaweed that tickles your toes, and he moved swiftly around the hungry sharks. And when he swam back to the surface, he saw an isla, an island that he hadn't seen before. The coastline was covered in piedras. He waddled over to see if he could find the perfect one for his new amiga, his new friend. The piedras were smooth from the wash of the mar, the sea, and they sparkled in the light from the sol, the sun. But the little Chico Pinguino wasn't satisfied, so he waddled on. Look at all those piedras, and that still wasn't good enough. After a little bit, he stumbled upon a piedra that was grande, big. It was almost as grande as the Chico Pinguino. Look at that piedra. How was he going to carry that? Surely this would make the Chica Pinguino feel special. The Chico Pinguino took a few wibbly wobbly steps. Oh no, boom! The piedra grande hit the arena, the sand. It was too heavy. Tears began to fill the Chico Pinguino's eyes. He knew that this must not be the special piedra he believed it to be. No, it's not. Leave that piedra behind. It doesn't need to be a big, giant gift. The Chico Pinguino thought that maybe he could get her a piedra pequeña, a little pebble, so that was so teeny tiny it could fit in her pocket. The little Chico Pinguino searched and he searched until he found the smallest little piedra he could. He closed his little wing over it, but after a few steps, whoosh! It fell to the ground, and it was so pequeña that it was impossible to find. This made the Chico Pinguino feel really sad, and he stood there in the cold, wondering what to do next. Then he had an idea. Maybe if he found a piedra that he could cup his wing around, he could keep it safe for her. He began to search, and he searched and he searched, and before too long, he found one that fit perfectly in his wing, and he cupped it there to keep it safe, and it shined in the light from the sol, and it was smooth from the wash of the mar. This was it. So pleased with himself, the Chico Pinguino waddled back to the coastline, jumped right into the cold agua, and swam all the way home. And when he returned, he saw the Chica Pinguino still standing alone. He waddled over to her and dropped the piedra into her wing. It fit perfectly there. The Chica Pinguino was so grateful, and she loved the piedra so much that she put it in her bow so that she could keep it close to her forever. And that's how the Chico Pinguino and the Chica Pinguino became amigos, friends. The end. Oh my goodness, we just love that story.
That's a great story.
Yeah, I love the part where the Chico Pinguino wants to make the Chica Pinguino happy, because sometimes we're all sad, and it's really nice when those around us care for us and are good to us, and that's why we should be good to them as well.
Yeah, and he worked really hard to find just the perfect pebble And it didn't have to be fancy or expensive. He kept looking, and that's what made it really, really special. Miss
Right.
Leah, thank you so much for joining us today for World Read Aloud Day. This is super fun. And Miss Leah joins the Newcastle County Libraries at Brandywine 100 Library usually once a month for story time in English and Spanish with Miss B. Check out the Brandywine 100 Library Facebook page and the calendar of virtual events on Delaware Libraries. We would love to share with you. There are more stories coming up for World Read Aloud Day with Miss Marianne. And at noon, and then at 11:30, Miss Sherry, at noon, we have Officer Nico, who is a perrito with the Newcastle County Police Force, and can't wait to see him too. So again, thank you again, Miss Leah, and thank you to all our friends for joining us. Adios.
Adios, amigos.